All right. This is Guru Purnima, the Guru's full moon. And Baba, I pranam to him every day. And one of the things that he did so magnificently was to show care and to teach care and to teach me how to care for myself and others, because he modeled that. So I wanted to keep going forward with caring as a tribute to my guru, Swami Muktananda. So, last time we did caring, Fourchotomy, caring, indifferent, neglecting, abandoning, lost in, codependent, non-attached. Correct? And from that, we got to see that caring, the qualities that we listed were listening, being honest, respecting others' agency, giving space, supporting someone through a challenge, maintaining healthy boundaries. So basically, caring is wanting truly what is best for someone else, not saying, well, it worked for me, it'll work for you, or just deciding what is best for someone else because I've decided it. It's not a decision. It is from a place of love and discernment that you know in your heart what is best, and you want that for the other person. That is so much about caring. And we came to lost in, right? Lost in, codependent was forsaking self, a receptacle of ranting, resonating, emotionally enmeshed, involved, putting up with. You have to put up with if you care. If you truly care about me, you'll put up with me. I guess I don't care. And I'm okay with that. Neglecting, leaving alone, solving the problem, jumping in and being the rescuer to only ultimately both everybody drowns. And then we said blowing smoke, just giving them pass. It's just. Then indifference was not listening, no participation. Just when somebody's indifferent, there's no participation. Withdrawal, a wall, so that there's like and wow, nothing is going through. Nothing I say is being received. Belittling. It'll be fine. It's okay. It's okay, whatever. It's okay. You don't have a problem. Belittling. Not valuing. Not remembering. Distracted. Stuck. No movement. Rigid. And that's why people don't want to be non-attached, because they think being non-attached is all of that. But true non-attachment is being present, conscious, disentangled, listening, clear, non-reactive, easy. There's an ease. Receiving. There's movement, options, and agility. It's like, I'm sorry, who doesn't want that? I do. Is anybody in here not interested in that? Okay, whew. Okay. So we looked at that. We made those things, and then I wanted to do a couple of things, which was I wanted to talk a little bit about, because people usually think of caring more in a social environment, in family, social, that kind of thing, as opposed to professional. But the truth is, in a professional environment, it should be the same. But people keep separating them out, and they miss the point. There was somebody I knew that was professionally so excellent at what they did. They were completely non-attached. I mean, so non-attached that they could discern what was the appropriate thing for in all these actions. And I would say to them, you got to take what you do here and put it into your family and social. And they would never do it. Never do it. And then I knew somebody who socially handled everything really well, but didn't put it into their work. It's got to be seamless. It's got to be all the time. So I wrote some words down, just some to look at for social / professional. And that's engaging. Engaging. Respectful. Enjoyable. If you're not having an enjoyable time in a social situation, leave. Really, leave. Nobody's hired you. You're not getting a tax benefit for this. You're not getting no credits, no, oh my God, I got a better deduction on my health care. No, leave. Interesting. Comfortable. Not required. Not obligatory. You don't have to. Do I have to do? No. No. Was it better for you that you didn't go? Absolutely. Was it appropriate? Yes. It was okay. Did you then get a bill from the tax people that you just got an added thing? Did you just lose you went up a bracket? No. Your BG&E did not go up because of it. Relaxed. And if you look at that, that's how you're supposed to be at work. Work, yeah, I'm going to throw something at work and social, it's all the time. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Then, if we are actually living like that, are we then caring about ourselves? Yes. And then we can actually see, to discern, to care about others. This makes sense? I watched Baba just sit on his stoop in the courtyard. And thousands and thousands of people would come by, and he was just relaxed. He was totally fine. They'd come by, people would ask questions, people wouldn't ask questions. Thousands every day. Totally fine. And then when he felt like it, he'd pick up and walk in. He'd take care of himself. The one place I saw him overwork was when he gave Shaktipat. When he gave Shaktipat to thousands of people at intensives. And he was so tired after that. So tired. The body just can't. It's exhausting on the body. His body really had a hard time. That's why if you look in the scriptures, and is that usually there aren't a lot of disciples, so they get Shaktipat, they work, they're doing their part, and if they don't do their part, they leave. And the guru can then proceed. But Baba had a world mission, and so he gave it to thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people. That's exhausting. So, if you actually take care of yourself, you're then taking care of everything and everyone around you. And that's from where you come. Whereas if you're deciding that you have to take care from outside, you're completely off, out of alignment, off skew. And what happens? You're not taking care of yourself or anybody else because you've now decided. So until you actually are taking care of yourself, and not your little small self, but taking care of yourself, what's appropriate? You can't be engaged, respectful, enjoy, interested, comfortable, relaxed. There'll be something. And you want to get to that place where it's just like you're comfortable in your own skin. And it's okay. And you can accept and care about others because you accept and care about yourself. You're not forsaking yourself. You're not codependent. So, I want to do, because Tammy had said she was doing a 3D Fourchotomy of caring. So let's do the 3D Fourchotomy of caring. So the first part is, am I caring for myself? The opposite, am I indifferent, neglecting, abandoning myself? So you could be paying attention to your system and actually not be taking care of yourself. Can you see that? Am I lost in myself? Am I self-absorbed? That's the negative of caring for myself. So if I am self-absorbed, lost in myself, I am caught in my system. That's where you can say somebody is selfish. They're not caring for themselves, are they? So I'm going to go to you. When you cut yourself, you said you thought you were caring for yourself, correct? Mm-hmm. You were caring for your system, so you were lost in, you were not caring for yourself. Because if we care for ourselves, we are actually caring for all our vehicles. We are taking care of our vehicles. We want what's best for our vehicles. And we are coming from a place of love. But you were taking care of your system, which meant you were self-absorbed. Got it? Big difference. Everybody see the difference? All right. So then the next one would be, am I caring for others? Oh, did I do non-attached? No, sorry. Am I non-attached to myself or with myself? So if you're non-attached and somebody says, you know, you're a rotten person. Okay. Not a big deal. Not a trigger. Not a farmer. No farmers. Got it? There has to be a point where no farmers. If I'm really non-attached, the farmers have vacated the environment. If I'm still insecure, this, that, then somebody, little bit, something, I'm going to feel like, got me. Whoops, I got some work to do. Good farmer. Got some work still to do. But if I'm really non-attached, then not going to happen. Make sense? And if you notice, when we tend to be neglecting, abandoning, indifferent to ourselves, we get blindsided. Ooh. Farmer shows up. We didn't even see the hat. Didn't see the overalls coming. Didn't see the farmer. Not aware. And we get blindsided. If we're non-attached, we're present. We're conscious. We're aware. Oh, there's a farmer. Okay, cool. Howdy. All right? So then, next, if I'm actually caring for myself and I'm non-attached, the next question is, am I caring for others? Or do I care for others? Either one. And the opposite is, am I indifferent to others? Am I abandoning? Do I abandon others? Do I neglect others? And all-time favorite, am I lost and codependent with others? And am I non-attached with others or to others? If I'm non-attached, I can actually see where they are. I can discern what it is that's appropriate, what's needed. If I do one size fits all, missed. Clear? Real important. And then the final one, which puts victim on so many people, are others caring for me? And remember, you can't get others to be actually caring for you until you stop being a victim, until you are actually caring for yourself. Does that make sense? It's a hard one because people say, oh, no, that's not true. Yeah. How many people have missed somebody who actually cared for you because you were so lost in somebody, not taking care of yourself? Yeah. Can be in the same room, but we're going to pick the wrong one because we're looking that way. They're not even there. They're just like ghosts or something. No, I don't want that. I'll say my mother, perfect person to pick, who always picked the wrong. She had left her beautiful house because she was looking for a man. And she ends up at this assisted living, but it was independent living at that point. And she told everybody there that she was looking for a man. That was her whole goal in life. Wasn't anything. And so this one man, nice, kind, apparently was just a lovely man, a little chubby, but lovely man. No. She picked the skinny, wizened, sort of selfish, like, it was selfish, tight person. That was the one she locked onto. And she'd always lock onto that kind of a person so that she could then feel that she was the most giving, caring, loving person. She always did the counter. So she never took care of herself, and they never took care of her. And it was just perfect. And so sad. So, are others caring for me? Opposite, are others indifferent, neglecting, abandoning me? Are others codependent, lost in me? And are others non-attached to me? How many people have ever been satisfied by being around somebody who was projecting onto you? Whether bigger than, better than, or less than. It doesn't matter. What's the problem with it?
It's not honest.
It's not honest. It's not real. It's annoying. Why is it annoying? What have they done to you? They've boxed you in. You're in prison. They've put you in a cell. And they've decided you. Haven't they? They've decided you. Whether it's this or this.
So there's all these things you have to do and can't do based on whatever that definition.
And one of the things that happens with that is if you're up here, where are you next week? Down there. Because you can't do whatever they've projected onto you. Correct? Never going to happen. I mean, but it is a box. They don't want to know you. They've decided you. You're an object, and they're more interested in their idea that they've created, that they've built. So if you then end up back down in the dumps, what's next for them? They find someone else. They find someone else. Remove you, put in next. And it's only projecting. They never actually accept. So at the end of Baba's life, there was a lot of chaos and things were said. And things either happened or didn't happen. And people then went from here to here with him. And the fact is, each person has to look in their own heart and go, well, where am I? Who was he really? What was he offering? Did he care about me in the best sense of the word? And for me, there's no question. I wouldn't be here where I am, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. I wouldn't be here where I am if it wasn't for him. And it was interesting. We looked at I found some really early video of where Aaron was this big and Ian was this big. And the one thing that we looked at was, I'm a whole lot happier now. And the only reason I'm happier is because I've been doing the same practice that I'm asking you to do. And it is so much about it, caring from a place of love. And our job is to keep asking ourselves, everything we do, am I taking care of myself right now? Am I taking care of myself right now? If I'm not taking care of myself, I'm then not taking care of anybody. Hence that 3D. Am I caring for others? If I'm not taking care of myself, if I am lost in, then I am not taking care of someone else. And others are only going to care for me in ways that will not really take care of me. That makes sense? That word satisfied, fulfilled, complete, that occurs when we love. And then whatever action we take comes from there. And so it's always about care. So take the 3D and work on it and look at it and see whether, but the most important one, if you don't get the 8 yeses on, am I caring for myself? Am I lost in myself? Am I indifferent to myself? And am I non-attached to myself? Don't move on. Got work to do. Don't move on. But that's what we want to accomplish in the world, to be able to have 8 yeses on all 3 of those fourchotomies. And when we are there, there's a sweetness. And that sweetness I felt all the time around Baba. Except when he yelled at me and I was attached. Little charcoal. Burnt. Baba did what he did so that each and every one of us would become where he is. That's the whole point. It's not to keep a hierarchy. The whole purpose of the guru is to make everyone else the guru. The guru is within each of us. And that doesn't mean you then have to be a guru. That's different. But the guru dwells within each and every one of us. And he lights that fire, and our job is to do the right action, the right effort to build that fire, to allow for that fire. And what's keeping us? Just the wrong understanding. Our wrong understanding. So when I ask, am I caring for myself? Am I truly caring for myself? It has to come from in the heart. It has to be, yes, I am. I am truly taking care of myself. If it has but ideas, when I mean, answer is no. And then do not expect that all your goodness that you are doing by caring for others is actually hell. You're not. So when we care for others, it's about wanting to. It's that will of God's will. It is a fulfillment of someone else's joy is our joy. Someone else being cared for is our care. Now, what do you do with people who don't care? What do you do?
Let them be who they are and let them go.
Yeah, you walk away. You let them be, because if you're going to try to change them,
you're going to end up not caring for anyone, including yourself.
That's right.
Well, it's the whole thing about respecting, caring enough for them to respect their agency and respect what they want.
Yes, their decisions. They're where they are. So you let them be. But you don't have to play with them. Oh my God, walk away. Why do I have to still go to the same movie that I didn't like 10 times? I didn't like the restaurant. Why do I have to? Well, I feel bad for them. They're not made. Nobody, no. They don't care. They don't care whether I come in or not. I'm creating a narrative that isn't even true. Talk about projecting. They don't even care. Does this make sense? And if they then say you don't care, okay. I don't care. Can everybody say, I don't care, and be okay with themselves? And care about yourselves when you say, I don't care. Because that is it. I watched Baba over and over again do things that were so unbelievably caring, and people couldn't see it. No, I mean, people did, but there were so many people, they just couldn't see it. And he was like, okay. Okay. His job, what he did, was always caring. It had nothing to do with, didn't change because it was this or that. So his caring would be to walk away. Let's get to that famous story where, I can't believe I'm going to put this on tape, where I was appointment secretary and we were in Fallsburg, and somebody's mother was coming to say goodbye. And I said, well, why don't you wait? Baba's almost finished, and he'll be coming out in a couple of minutes, and you can say goodbye to him. And the woman, okay. So she's waiting. The last person went in, came out. So all private darshan done. Baba's sitting in the darshan room, door shut. Nobody's there except for translator and the assistant. And he's sitting there. He should be out in a couple of minutes. He didn't come out. He just sat there. He didn't come out. I'm going to say it again. He didn't come out. And he couldn't see her because it's a wall and a door was over here and she was over here. Couldn't see her. Could not see her. But he didn't come out. She said, I'm not waiting any longer. I'm leaving. So she walks to the front door, which is over there. And as she walks out the door, Baba opened the door and came out. I was like, wow, how perfect was that? What a great lesson. Why waste his time with somebody who really wasn't interested, who didn't care? I got it. And I keep working to get it. That's so important. So he spent his time with people who actually cared. So important. Why hang out with people that don't like you? I always say, you don't like me, it's okay. You don't have to come back. You don't have to do, it's okay. Really, it's okay. It's okay. Please, it's okay. It's okay. We have to care about ourselves. We have to love ourselves. Then, and only then, can we share that with others.